So it's right before midnight, and I wanted to make sure that I got on here the first day of the year and say Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. You made it. We've made it. We are still here on purpose for a purpose. And sometimes people know what their purpose is, and sometimes they don't. And my prayer for you is that you know what your purpose is and that you be used like you've never been used before in that purpose. It's not just about passion, it's about where passion and purpose intersect to produce fruit. And so, too much is given, much is required. And so, today I want to talk about inflation and how it's eating people alive. We know what's going on in the land here in the United States of America. And when we look at history, we look at taxation, we look at what's going on with the taxes now, what we're predicting for taxes in the future. That's inflation, simply put. That's a portion of it, right? And I was reading about the Federal Reserve's, and people look at that, they look at, what's happening with the Federal Reserves, what are they doing, what are they not doing? But what are you doing? What could you do to combat inflation? Your money is either compounding in the right direction or is compounding in the wrong direction. Either you have debt eating away at your finances like a termite, and you have compounding because you're investing your money in assets somewhere. And if you've been in my masterclass, we talk about the 4 quadrants talked about or discussed in the book Rich Dad Poor Dad with Robert Kiyosaki. And so people are in 1, 2, 3, or 4 of the quadrants. And so 95% of the people are on the wrong side of money, and only 5% of them are on the right side of money. And the 5% that is on the right side of money are going to be your business owners and your investors. I know you hear this all the time. Why, Shatika? Why is it all, people say business owners and, they bash working on a job. I'm not bashing working on a job. I am bashing if all you're doing is working on a job, because you are in the highest tax bracket and you are not writing off enough taxes to be able to keep so that you can combat inflation, so that you can have more money when it's time for you to retire. As someone who worked in corporate, in the military, who paid the highest wages possible, someone that paid people salary, okay? 6-figure salary I paid in taxes. I understand now, I didn't understand it then, that I needed to have an LLC to write off those taxes. And so before COVID, it was like 475 deductions. After COVID, it's 675 deductions plus. And the wealthy understand this very well. And they've been doing this for years. They've been teaching their children. And we're late to the party in my community. Many of us, some of us, not all of us. I'm one of them. I was late to the party. I didn't teach me this in school. I had to go figure this out after I made all this money. And so I just want you to understand that, yes, inflation will be eating you alive if you do not have your money in assets and not just liabilities. If you have your money in something that's going to make money for you while you sleep. Warren Buffett says, unless your money is working for you while you sleep, you will be working for money all the days of your life. And so how do you slow down this inflation that's eating you alive? Again, is your money compounding in the right direction, or is it compounding in the wrong direction? Albert Einstein said he said, you know what? The 8th wonder of the world is compounding. People that understand compounding, they will make a lot of money. And people who don't understand compounding, they will lose a lot of money. In other words, inflation will eat them alive. So what are you doing, my friend, to make sure that you're combating inflation? How is your money moving, multiplying in the right direction to offset your debt, to make sure that you have money put away for your older self so that your older self can thank you. I know you're living your best life in your younger years, but how are you also putting away something that's compounding somewhere? We don't want to talk about saving. Saving isn't enough. You need your money to be compounding. In other words, it needs to be doubling in X amount of years, whatever you are contributing to that, whatever you decide to contribute to, depending on your risk tolerance. The greater the risk, sometimes the greater rewards, sometimes the greater the loss. I would tell you only invest what you can afford to lose the older you become. Because could you wait for your money? Could you wait for your money to rebound before you have to enter or before you decide to enter into retirement? I tell you, retirement doesn't require an age. Retirement requires an infinite, inflation-ready income. So while you're paying taxes, how is your money compounding? Simply put, I'm Shatika. I'm a retirement consultant. My goal is to help you retire before you expire. So if that's what you desire, what you aspire, I am the one that you hire. My goal is to get your bank account on fire with a whole lot of lifetime tax-free retirement income that you will not outlive. And so the biggest fear besides dying is running out of money. And so if you was in my masterclass, you saw where we talked about, brother A and brother B. And brother A is who I used to be, traditional retirement fund accounts. And brother B is the one that realizes that traditional will fail you. Traditional will allow there to be inflation-eating termites. Taxes that are snowballing for you when you retire. Because every retirement account that starts with a 4, TSP, IRAs, they are all going to be a tax burden in the future unless you do something today to start converting that money over. So would you prefer to pay taxes on the seed, or would you like to pay taxes on the harvest? Would you like to pay taxes on $20,000, or would you like to pay taxes on $200,000? The question is simply that. The choice is yours. The decisions that you make today, how will they look in the future? I want to invite you to my masterclass. I want you to go to shatika.com, and I want you to make sure that you find me by going to shatika.com, going to the masterclass, listen to the masterclass, because I can't tell you in 7 minutes to 10 minutes what my masterclass can tell you. And I certainly can't tell you in my masterclass what my consultation can tell you, because my consultation is going to absolutely be customized to fit you and where you currently are. So I want to invite you to book a compatibility call if you haven't already. I promise you, it will be worth your while. 100% of people that meet with me say that they have learned something. And many of them have learned a lot. And while I don't know everything, I know a lot more than the average person that is planning for retirement. And so my goal is to share with you. And because I'm one person, I feel like the masterclass is going to help you. The webinar will help you in a group setting. And so if you need my individual time, I invite you to do a compatibility call. I do have a special that's running. It's actually going to be ending on Monday. It's ending on Monday. And yeah, it's been ending on Monday. And so we want to make sure that you are ready for this year. You're already taking action. I do have a free retirement planning guide that's going to help you. It's a checklist. Just go to shatika.com. It's there, complimentary, and it's going to help you to start taking action immediately on your retirement. And I know for some of the young people, you're not thinking about retirement because you're so young and you're just doing you're doing your thing. You're living your best life. You're not even thinking about that. And some of you are, because you want to be retired by the time you're 25 and 30. But at the end of the day, these are some important things you need to take a look at. Most people don't look at long-term care. They don't look at inflation. They don't look at, what if somebody wants to sue me? What's going on with my taxes? I mean, there's so many things you can look at. Emergency fund, debt payoff. We talk about all these different things, and there's different tools that are going to help you with every last one of those challenges that you have. And so at House of Financial Solutions, we pride ourselves on educating. We don't sell, we tell how it is that you can be positioned with your retirement, desires met with ease, peace of mind, and financial security. So thank you for allowing me this time to just remind you, to just nudge you. And we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back the next day. We'll be back. We'll continue to come back right here on YouTube, because we realize that we have a growing audience over here, that we have not been consistent, and we own that. And so it is our goal to serve you at a higher level and to serve you with consistency and predictability. And we don't take it lightly that you would be tuned into this channel. Tell somebody about us. And we thank you for this time to allow us to serve you. And we will be back. Check out the times that we're scheduled. We don't always make the times that we are scheduled. Like this is a previously scheduled broadcast. I'm playing catch up, and we're going to get caught up, and we're going to make sure that you get the information that you need so that you can retire before you expire. God bless you.